Elon Musk adalah co-founder PayPal dan CEO dari SpaceX dan Tesla, dan disebut sebagai orang terkaya kelima di dunia. Ia dibesarkan di Afrika Selatan dan mengalami aniaya dari bapaknya, namun kini berhasil menjadi orang terkaya kelima dengan kekayaan bersih 74 miliar dolar. Halo, namaku Radit. Sebagai orang yang berambisi tinggi, mindset sangatlah penting. Dan kita dapat mengubah mindset kita menjadi mindset orang sukses dengan mengelilingi diri dengan orang-orang tersukses yang ada. Jadi hari ini, mari kita belajar dari salah satu orang yang tersukses, Elon Musk. Dan ini adalah rangkumanku 6 mindset Elon Musk menjadi sukses. Mindset nomor 1, terima kegagalan.
When trying different things, you got to have some acceptance of failure, as you were alluding to earlier. Failure must be an option. If failure is not an option, it's going to result in extremely conservative choices, and you may get something even worse than lack of innovation. Things may go backwards. What you really want is you want reward and punishment to be proportionate to the actions that you seek. So if what you're seeking is innovation, then you should reward success in innovation, and there should be minor consequences for trying and failing. Significant rewards for trying and succeeding, minor consequences for trying and not succeeding, and major negative consequences for not trying. Okay.
Mindset nomor 2. Mengatasi keraguan.
Maybe I just blank out the word doubt. No, I mean, to be totally frank, I doubted us too. So when starting SpaceX, maybe had a 10% chance of reaching orbit. So you know, to those who doubted us, I was like, well, I think you're probably right. You know, I mean, the number of times that I was told, like, because I was taking the money that I earned from PayPal and rolling it into to create SpaceX and Tesla and I ended up spending it all. And almost both companies went bankrupt. Frankly, 2008 was a tough year. You know, it took us 4 attempts just to get to orbit with Falcon 1. You know, we just barely made it there. That 4th launch of Falcon 1. That's all the money we had for that 4th launch, and then and that wasn't even enough to save the company. We also then had to win the NASA cargo resupply contract. So that came a little after, you know, a little bit later, or right towards the end of 2008. Those are the 2 key things that saved SpaceX. Otherwise, we would have, you know, not made it. So hey, I think those doubters were, their probability assessment was correct. But fortunately, fate smiled upon us and brought us to this day.
Mindset nomor 3. Mendorong Terobosan Radikal.
I think we need to push for radical breakthroughs. And if you don't push for radical breakthroughs, you're not going to get radical outcomes. And that does mean taking risks. In order to have a big reward, there must be a big risk. Most of the time, you cannot find big reward for small risk. Those are rare.
Mindset nomor 4. Inovasi.
What sort of things do you look for in people or in processes that make the workforce better?
I think the massive thing that can be done is to make sure your incentive structure is such that innovation is rewarded and lack of innovation is punished. So if somebody is innovating and making good progress, then they should be promoted sooner. And if somebody is completely failing to innovate, not every role requires innovation, but if they're in a role where innovation should be happening and it's not happening, then they should either not be promoted or exited. And let me tell you, you'll get promoted, you'll get innovation real fast.
Mindset nomor 5. Menjadi pemecah masalah.
Like I said, we're trying to figure out how to make enough money to exist as a company, and so since there wasn't really any advertising money being made, we thought we could help existing companies get online, bring their stuff online. So we developed software that helped bring a lot of the newspapers and media companies online, and so we were able to get them to pay us to develop software for them to bring them online.
Mindset nomor 6. Selalu cari perbaikan.
So tell us, like, what's been some of the hardest parts to transition from cargo into crew, because crew is a little more important than than cargo.
Yes, I mean cargo can be replaced, crew cannot, and so the level of scrutiny, the level of attention is, I mean, I don't know, order of magnitude greater. I mean, it was already high for cargo. I mean, but it's just a whole nother level for crew. So, you know, I told the SpaceX team that, you know, this mission reliability is not merely the top priority; it is the only priority right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just doing continuous engineering reviews from now, nonstop, 24 hours a day until launch. Just going over everything again and again and again. We're just looking for any possible action that can improve the probability of success, no matter how small, whether that comes from an intern or me or anyone. Doesn't matter.
Jadi itulah 6 mindset Elon Musk menjadi sukses. Sebelum mengakhiri video ini, apa keraguan yang sedang kamu alami? Tulis komentar di bawah. Kasih hashtag pasti bisa. Jika kamu suka video ini, pastikan kamu like, share, dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.